Isn't it amazing how these plants wrap themselves around anything I give them to climb? All that growth is just a little bit over a day. Not sure what's going on with the tomato plants. I stopped watering them a couple weeks ago, and I thought they were getting too much water, and then it rained, so maybe they were still getting too much water. I don't know. Maybe patience is needed. I'm a landlord, so patience is something I have lots of. There's a little tone missing out of my voice, and that's because last week was horrendous, and then this past week was just a shadow of the week before. My voice will come back. It'll take a few weeks. I'll land on my feet. I always do. I did, however, play around with some recycling. Did a little bit of experimenting. I was curious. And I'll show you what I was toying with. It was a complete failure, so be prepared. There won't be any scientific ending. There won't be one of those aha moments. It was a complete failure. And when I get my spirit back, I'm gonna jump back to minis. So for now, I'm not moving any mini shells. Nothing really super interesting. Gonna play with a little recycling. I have two identical, you know what? They're not identical. Oh well, so much for that. I thought I had two identical sealed units, and I was going to weigh one and cut the other one up. What we're going to do is cut one up and see what's inside. Big thing here is these are paying 25 cents a pound currently, and it is said that if you cut them open and pull the copper out, you'll do much better. But we're going to find that out, and going to do that using this little tiny saw, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, I'm ready to start here, I think. Oh, clock. I guess I just pressed the button. Alright. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. Well, I'm not happy about that. I thought the oil was already out of it. I kept cutting because I kind of wanted to see if it would catch fire. I expected it to, but I guess I didn't get the sparks hot enough. Meanwhile, even though we're only at the 3-minute mark, I'm not interested in doing this. Let's take a break, and I'll crack this thing open. So I went and got some tools, and I was going to bend it open, but instead I just made one more cut, and then it was done. Well, I guess I'm supposed to undo all that, but you know what? I'm not gonna rush. Undo those, and maybe this is the copper I'm after. This doesn't look like fun at all. I guarantee I won't be doing this. That kind of looks useful if somebody was fabricating something. So really, I had it cut in about 3 minutes, and if I just kept going, actually 3 minutes would have been all it took to cut it open to that point. But I'm at 6.5 minutes, mostly because I went and got some tools. This is not interesting. No kidding. That's it? Aside from this here, I don't see any more copper in there. Good grief. I suppose you cut that and then you impact that out. I could do that if you want. Yuck. Not doing this. Alright, I'll come back. Let me go get some more tools. When I broke off last time, I was at 11.5 minutes. So we're approaching 14.5 now. That was me just going to get this saw plugged in and bringing the air impact, which has the wrong end on it, so that's not going to help us. Yeah, take a quick look, see how this goes. Not going. Alright, come right back. I'm going to use 2 hands. We're at 15 minutes and something. 17 minutes. Wrong end. You know, most of my videos are recorded in one take. I am on my 7th try at telling you what I've decided. I think you may already know what I'm going to be saying. I could go inside and get the other chisel, the wider one, maybe drive this out. Most of the weight is here. I don't see that much weight in the copper. I get this stuff pretty often, and I've never taken one of these apart, but I was a little bit curious. What I see here is too much time being spent. Could cut this all open in 3 minutes. If you had a work area prepared for it, that would make sense. Could get a bunch of these lined up. I could make these cuts with this saw, but I don't like all that noise for such a little reward. If it's going to be noisy, I'd rather get a roof on a house or something. So I'm going to leave this for the experts, and I'm going to pass. I was going to weigh it all and then compare, but to tell you the truth, how much copper is here, let's see, that's probably a pound. So I don't know, 5 pounds of copper in there. That could be $15 compared to if this thing, you know, just the copper alone might be as much as the whole unit, what I'm going to get. But I'm not going to cut that one, and there's another one over there. I'd, again, rather be working on my projects. I'll never get the projects done if I let myself add things to my list. So I'm going to bow out. I'm going to call this a failure. Perhaps people sitting back drinking lemonade with their feet up looking at their investment portfolio may say, that's not a failure, that's a step in the right direction. Everything else you do is a failure. Anyway, all right, so there was a little bit of fun involved in this, but not enough. Let's go on to something else. This is the local yard where all the light iron goes. He had to open the gate. He was closing it early on me, but he opened it, let me in. Everywhere I go, people like me, so that's not a problem. But this is last minute. All right, see you in a minute. See what I mean? The gates were closed. The ticket you just saw, that was $7 for the light iron that goes around the outside units on the heating and air conditioning. The light iron is bulky, and I don't take it for the 200-mile ride down to the better scrap yards that pay more. I get rid of it locally, get it off the truck as fast as I can. Like if I came across a refrigerator or I had a rental that lost its refrigerator, I would scrap that as quickly as possible. I don't want the bulk in the truck. So this morning I'm coming out to water the hostas that I planted yesterday, and I brought this tea. This is basically leaves that were decomposing in rainwater. So I brought breakfast out to my hostas, and then I look over here and I see I had forgotten to plant one. And then I thought, I didn't forget to plant one. What's all this about? And then I realized, hey, look, there used to be one right here. And then I noticed that I didn't read the instructions. Deer love hostas apparently. And my idea here isn't going to work out. Well, if you're a plant, you need to stay far, far, far away from me because I do not know how to care for plants. I just gave these guys a healthy bath. As the deer no doubt will find out that they're hidden over here and will gobble them up if I don't move them. So I wanted them nice and wet for the day, and then I'll uproot them yet again. I've got a lot more that I wanted to include in this video. Something to make it slightly interesting, but the video is long and there's no better way to show gratitude for you watching than to not make the videos long in the tooth. So thank you very much. Thanks for keeping me company, and we'll get back to building airplanes soon enough.